Just how can a sound healing journey recreate a psychedelic experience?
For some people, it's their first time ever having a psychedelic experience, which is interesting because most people aren't willing to, many people aren't willing to take psychedelics, especially older people who kind of missed the boat on that, and then they come here and they have their first kind of experience that opens them up to like questions about reality and life and all of that, and that can be the starting point for an interesting journey or interesting inquiry, I would say.
Welcome to the first episode of the Sought and Found podcast, your gateway to the world of holistic health, where we explore the mysteries of the mind, body, and spirit. I'm your host, Gareth Catesy, and together we'll go on a journey of discovery, information, education, and transformation. In this podcast, we delve deep into the unexplored realms of holistic health. We shed light on unconventional and obscure forms of healing and integration. My mission is to bring you insightful interviews with experts, practitioners, and thought leaders in the holistic health space, helping to lift the veil on the secrets to finding and optimizing your own health. I'm here to challenge the status quo, inspire innovation, and encourage you to embrace a holistic approach to your life. So please hit subscribe so we can broaden our guests to bring you wisdom and insights into how to take agency and power over your own health in your own life. So welcome to the Sought and Found podcast, where healing and integration are explored in the most unconventional and enlightening ways. This week we speak to Laurent Svara at the Pyramids of Chi in Bali. I traveled to Bali over a year ago to make a film about obscure forms of healing and health. Unfortunately, I tore the ligaments in my knee and was out for the rest of the trip, and this happened in the first week. But what I did gain was a very insightful interview from the founder of Beyond Sound. Beyond Sound is an immersive sound experience that takes place in a pyramid. You lie on a waterbed, there's a massive sound system, you close your eyes and there's flickering lights above your eyes, and it recreates a psychedelic experience. You have visuals, it's immersive, you feel it in your whole body. And many people travel from all over the globe to do this, and lots of them have profound healing experiences. So I hope you enjoy the episode as Laurent explains how and why they do this. Enjoy.
Okay. Do you want me to look at the camera or are you looking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So what is Beyond Sound?
So Beyond Sound is an augmented sound healing experience that uses immersive sensory technology such as vibrotactile technology, surround sound, and audiovisual stimulation via high-frequency LED lights. So the principles are the same as a regular sound healing session, which is the use of sound to put people into relaxed or altered state of consciousness. And Beyond Sound, we're making that experience much more immersive, since people are lying down on specifically designed beds with water mattresses and vibrational speakers under the mattress, which enable them to feel the sound as a full body sound vibration. Additionally to that, all the instruments, sounds are amplified through a surround sound system with 4 speakers around to create a very immersive audio sphere. And there is a high frequency LED lights that are pulsing at different frequencies to induce what you call brainwave entrainment. So the frequency of the light is stimulating different states of consciousness in the mind, from relaxation to activation, even sleep, focus, and combining that with a sound journey. So the idea is usually to take people into a state of like deep relaxation, entering into that state of consciousness between waking and sleep, where they start to have mild psychedelic experience or lucid dream experiences. And yeah, it's a very restful but also interesting space to be in for many reasons.
Where did the concept come from?
Yeah, so I've been working with sound for more than 20 years, more from music performance, but also production of like immersive art installations, like using multimedia, video, sound, lights. So I've been working in producing immersive spaces for a while. And about 9 years ago, I moved to Bali. And my interest kind of shifted into well-being and wellness, and also what was happening with my life at that time. I had some health issues, and I was looking for more healthy, or like how to use sound and sensory stimulation for to feel well and to feel good. So basically I'm applying this it was a process of applying this past experience I have with technology and sound and light technology to sound healing. And the idea actually came through, I started playing the didgeridoo, which is an Australian Aboriginal instrument, a very strong vibration. I started playing this about 9 years ago, before I created Beyond Sound. And when I was playing it, I was feeling the vibration from the instrument, and I started thinking about how to actually make that more immersive. How could I feel the vibration of the instrument throughout my whole body? So then I started amplifying the sound, running it through a specially designed massage table with vibrational speakers, and that's how it started. And it just evolved from there. Yeah, I was living in Berlin before Bali, and every winter I would come here to escape the cold. And at the time, I was working on a music tech project in Berlin, and then I had a burnout and some health problems, so I stopped that. I had to like make a big change in my life. This was when I was 30 years old, and the only place I felt called to go and reconnect with myself was Bali. So I'm moved to Bali, and I think, the general energy around Bali is very like nurturing. I feel the island is very abundant. There's lots of, I would say, people working in the wellness and healing space, and that's what energetically I was drawn to the island. I really enjoy living here, and my intention wasn't to do this specifically in Bali, but after about 2 years of pretty much just meditating and doing yoga and playing didgeridoo and experimenting with sound, I started creating this first modality, which became Beyond Sound eventually. So one day I just came here to the pyramids. They had just opened, and the pyramid was still available, and I spoke with the owner, and that's how it started. But actually, I didn't really developed Beyond Sound from the beginning as necessarily like a healing modality. It was more how to create a psychedelic experience using sensory immersion. That was my main interest. And then I started seeing that it had therapeutic benefits through experimenting with myself and friends and various clients in the beginning.
Yeah, that was my next question. What were you trying to recreate a psychedelic experience, and was that inspired perhaps by?
Yeah, I mean, I would say in my 20s as a DJ and music performer and an artist and event organizer, I experienced a lot of altered states, chemically induced altered states with sound and music. And actually, my main interest was like, actually, how do I do that without in a healthy way? And I feel there was the potential for very immersive experiences to take people into different states of consciousness. And that was the intention in the beginning. And as you may know, altered states of consciousness are also used in therapy these days, right? All the psychedelic assisted therapy and new forms of like mental health are associated with generating mystical experiences or psychedelic experiences or altered states, flow states, peak experiences. So I feel it's very compatible.
And are there testimonies of people reaching mystical states, having fractal patterns?
Yeah. I would say about 60% of people have like a mild, relaxing psychedelic experience, because what happens with the sound vibration and the light, you kind of dissociate from your physical body and you kind of expand, and once your body becomes sound, then you can actually take a different perspective on the physical experience, and this already creates like a dissociated state. And then the lights, your eyes are closed, but you see these lights flashing through your eyelids, and then your brain starts generating colors and patterns and fractals. So that in itself is already similar to a psychedelic experience. And then out of the all the people who do it, then a small section have very powerful out of body shamanic experiences, whatever you want to call it. And I've had a few testimonies of people having a variety of really intense experiences that are similar to what you would experience maybe doing plant medicine or, yeah, a full dose of psychedelics. So it really depends on the person, yeah. But in general, most people have a relaxing, mild, yeah, psychedelic journey.
Yeah, yeah, so I don't know if it's worth trying to touch on vibration, why the birds vibrate, maybe that.
Yeah, I mean, this has been what this is called is called vibroacoustics, all right? And vibroacoustics has already been researched clinically for relaxing the nervous system. So low frequency vibration, like you're experiencing here, is actually very effective at relaxing your nervous system. And the reason, there's a theory that this is also due to the fact that when you're in the womb as a baby, you're actually being subjected to a lot of low frequency vibration because you're immersed in liquid, and then the organs and the heartbeat there's a lot of, it's actually quite a noisy space, but you're experiencing it through water, right? So, and they even say the sound that you experience inside the womb is similar to the sound of the didgeridoo. So there's something about bass, like when you go even to a festival and you hear bass going through the subwoofers, it feels good. Like people enjoy bass because it's very comforting. It gives this very comforting feeling. And then, yeah, music in general can be used to induce a variety of emotions, but from the scales, from the type of instrument you're using. So yeah, there's definitely an impact, like a physical impact on the nervous system and an emotional, and also psychoacoustics, using sound to kind of bring the mind in a slight state of confused excitement to generate like an expanded like state of consciousness.
What sort of people do you find are drawn to these experiences? Do you get people from all walks of life?
Yeah, I would say I think sound healing in general is like a very low barrier has a low like entry barrier for people seeking a wellness experience. It's not like you need to do yoga and do poses and stuff. You just need to lie down and enjoy. So in general here in the pyramids, I feel there's a lot of like there's a wide variety of people coming, from people who are more on like a wellness, even spiritual path, to like more mainstream people who are just looking for a unique experience. So yeah, I would say it's pretty varied. It's pretty varied. There's not a specific type of person. Like essentially, this is a unique experience, and most people like music. I don't know anyone who doesn't like music, so it's quite accessible to many people.
Do you think it's almost like a modern form of shamanism? It's like merging ancient music, modern techniques.
Yeah, I mean, shamans work with altered states of consciousness, and plant medicine puts you into an altered state of consciousness. So I would say this is maybe what you call tech shamanism, where you're using technology to induce altered states of consciousness. And yeah, but shamanic work yeah, it can go very, very deep. Here we're just creating a space for people to have for some people it's their first time ever having a psychedelic experience, which is interesting because most people aren't willing to, or many people aren't willing to take psychedelics, especially older people who kind of missed the boat on that, and then they come here and they have their first kind of experience that opens them up to like questions about reality and life and all of that, and that can be the starting point for an interesting journey or interesting inquiry, I would say. Mm.
Do you think people are coming to Bali or just traveling outside of like Western cities to have like obscure healing experiences?
Yeah. I mean, traditionally, Ubud is a healing center even in Balinese culture, even before the foreigners were here. So Bali's kind of the epicenter. Oh, like Ubud is the epicenter for like shamans, healers, priests, all the kinds of different healers you have in the Balinese culture. So I feel this in the beginning attracted the yoga movement. Ubud was more of a yoga place, or mainly focused on yoga about 10, 15 years ago. And then gradually from there, it expanded into, what it is today, which is a destination for retreats, for wellness, for healing and whatever. Some say Bali has a special energy that attracts, people to work on themselves, let's say. Personally, I feel that. I can't say that's the same for everyone, but there's something very nurturing about this island that I feel very held and supported here, and I think many people feel that, and that they can yeah, they can do the work and journey in a safe space here. So, mhm. And then of course there's the whole theory as well that Bali is an energy vortex for like all this like they say that there are different chakras of the earth, and that Bali is the center where the energies cross and purify themselves. Like I saw this on the internet, so I can't verify that, but it feels like a center where people come for purification and for.
Okay. So one more that I'm just going to touch on is, where are we now? Like, what is the pyramids of Chi and why it was building? What's the like a general idea behind the concept?
Yeah, the idea behind the pyramids of Chi, as I understand it, was to create a replica of the pyramids of Giza in Egypt on a smaller scale, but using the same alignment, a true north alignment, and the same angles on the side of the pyramid, the 52-degree angle, and combining that with the power of sound. So creating like a permanent sound healing space. I don't know many other spaces that have permanent sound healing installations. Usually sound healing is done in a yoga studio once a week. Here you have, 2, even 3 pyramids fully dedicated to experiences that are using sound. So it's the optimum environment because it means you can have very big gongs, a lot of instruments, very comfortable mattresses. You can have installations like Beyond Sound. And yeah, this is very, very kind of pioneering in this field to create a venue just for sound healing, and it's proven to work very well on many levels. So that's the idea as I understand it.
What first got you into sound, like as a young
Mm.
person? Was there like a specific memory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I've always music's always been a big part of my life, and I think my first memory was being very into like heavy metal, and then getting into like electronic music and the whole culture around that. But for me, music's always been very, very healing. Like I feel I always felt that I could change my mood very quickly by listening to specific kind of music. I could shift into a different emotional state, and I could feel I could feel good when I was feeling down. So this was really I started using sound and music in an intentional way to shift my mood from quite a young age. And then then I got into music production, performance, art, and trying to create spaces where people could immerse themselves and feel and explore emotions, consciousness, thoughts. So yeah, that's been my journey, and I feel this is just an extension of that.